Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your lead Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you the June 2023 Bring Back My Bar roster. All 20 of them are here, and I have to say that the majority of these are what I want to fondly label as old friends. They are returning bars that I haven't seen in a while, but I'm really happy that they are back. Now, I do know that there are many people who have taken it upon themselves to look at the history of some of these bars, and a lot of them have returned an awful lot, quite frequently in our Bring Back My Bars, and that can be both a good and a bad thing depending on how you want to look at it. And if you want to continue to let your voice be known to Scentsy that you would like more of an interesting pool of available votable bars, you can always use IdeaShare if you are a consultant on your workstation, or I'm sure that there are ways you can have your voice known if you would like to see, as I said, a more varied gene pool, I guess you could say, of things to vote for. But for this particular round, I personally am quite happy to revisit some old friends because I was down to my last couple of cubes of a lot of these scents, and I'm happy to have them back either in my stash or in my club. So let's just dive right on in. I do have them ranked from my least favorites to the ones that I was the most excited about getting back in this batch of Bring Back My Bars. So, and I do have two. One which I know I've smelled at one point, but I don't remember it, and one I've never smelled, and I will save those for very last. So let's start with my least favorites. Oh, the one that I dislike the most, which many people love, and that's why it keeps getting voted back, is the Bar Beach. Now, I have ranked these, and as I go through and re-smell them, maybe I'll have a change of heart, but I don't know. Anyway, let's start with this one. Beach is what it always is. It's very, very strong. It's papaya and honeydew sweetened with a hint of coconut. And what's really funny about this from my memory is that I think it's okay until I put it in the warmer, and then the papaya comes out. It gets crazy funky. It needs me to open the windows, and it's just too much of a bar. This specific one smells a little bit less intense. So if they've altered the formula at all, maybe I will love it, because what happened to me was that I thought I'd be okay, and then it would just overwhelm me in a way that was not pleasant, and so I really didn't like it. But we will melt this again. So this is Beach. If you like a very strong and slightly funky beachy suntan smell, and I love Rio Beach, which we have not voted back in ages. If you guys see that one, please. I have one bar of Rio Beach left, which is a little warmer, more tonka bean like than Beach, and I like it better, and I really want that one back. But anyway, this, we'll see how it goes. If you like that really assertive papaya coconut suntan, you will really like this. And if you have a large space that's hard to scent, this will definitely do the job. All right, the next one on my list that I have tried to like this, I have tried to melt this, I have tried to mix this, is the overwhelmingly sweet cherry vanilla. Whoo, this thing is a lot of bar. So Scentsy says, sweet as the finishing touch atop your favorite sundae, cherry vanilla is a delightful swirl of candied cherry and sugared almonds folded into velvety white chocolate ice cream. And oh yeah, it smells just like it always does. And again, like Beach, it is overwhelming in its scent content. Oh, it is so strong with all that cherry. This one might have a little bit more almond extract than most of the ones I've gotten in the past. Who knows? Maybe that'll help. But what happens again with this is I put it in the warmer, and all of a sudden I got to turn the warmers off and open the windows. It's just so much scent. And it kind of reminds me of maraschino sugar cookie. This is probably stronger. And I don't love that one either. So I think that is just, for me, a consistent problem where I love cherry scents. Like, I love red, white, and berry pie, and I love apple cherry strudel. But that one and maraschino sugar cookie, they're too much. There's too much aggressive cherry, and it's just a lot. But if you love maraschino sugar cookie, I think you should give that one a try. Now this next one, I just don't like the scent profile on this, or at least I didn't, and that is Southern Sweet Tea. My younger daughter is super excited about trying this one because without it being in this kit, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. A splash of juicy peach, orange juice, and white tea. Let's see if my scent preference has changed on this at all. No, it's the same. It smells like fake Nestea iced tea with a canned peach shoved in it. And I think the reason it bothers me is because I love tea. I love iced tea. I love peaches. And this particular combination right here just doesn't smell like a good cup of iced tea. So this being Southern Sweet Tea, again, it gets voted back a lot. All of these in this group, a good 75 to 80% of them, they're repeat offenders, if you want to call it that. They're back all the time. So this one definitely has a following, and I hope that my daughter really enjoys that because that will be going in her room. Okay, after that, there is a grouping here. These I do not hate. These are bars that I wish I loved them more because so many people love them. The first one is Watermelon Patch, and there really isn't, like I said, anything offensive about this. It's just candied watermelon Jolly Rancher. Yep, it's candied watermelon Jolly Rancher. It's not super strong. It'll be a great mixer with lemon scents. This would be really good with mint too. And this is a good, just nice, juicy, sweet watermelon scent. There was a product in the 2000s, 2010s called watermelon juice. I think it was from Minute Maid. And then there was sort of a trend that every juice company had to make one of those. This reminds me of that, and I did love a good big glass of ice, and then you put the watermelon juice concentrate like over that and shove in some mint. Oh my gosh, it was the best summer drink. And this is really hard to find now, at least where I live in Michigan. This reminds me of that. So I might mix this with Mint Fields. I might mix this with, well, Squeeze the Day, or Lemon Sorbet is really good usually with watermelon scents. So this is a very nice bar. It's just one where unless I find that those mixes totally wow me, I won't need another one. Now the next one is about as traditional, and I should probably read what Scentsy said about Watermelon Patch. Sweet, vine ripened watermelon. Okay, so I wasn't missing anything. This next one comes back because it's a classic, and I bet that if you went to high school in the 90s like I did, that for many of you, this really brings back nostalgic memories, and that is Sweet Pea and Vanilla, because to me, there is no better Scentsy scent for you feeling like you just walked into Bath & Body Works in the 1990s. So that would be Sweet Pea and Vanilla. Let's see, where is that one? It's in here somewhere. Aha. Ambiance of raspberries and sweet pea petals with vanilla. Yep, it just smells like 1990s body care and body sprays especially. That sort of adolescent, pre-adolescent, very sparkly pink packaging with little flowers all over it. That's this bar. And again, my younger daughter loves this, and many people really, really like this scent. It's very popular. Now the next one is more sophisticated, and I really, really wish that I could get on board with this all the way. I'll warm it and it's okay, but it does not give me this passionate response that so many people have with it. And that is going to be My Wish, which is a beautiful bar. And like my friend Robin, she loves this. Patricia Gates loves this. It is an odd bar for me. I don't know, maybe this time I'll like it better. I really want to. It is my wish that My Wish would be better for me. And it's really unique. So it's a confection of earthy fig, sweet violet, and playful marshmallow that will have you wishing for more. So I'll try it again. I still have 3 or 4 cubes kicking around in the basement from the last time that this was a Bring Back My Bar, because it's just not one I get super excited about. Okay, next trio of bars here. These are getting into the good zone. These are getting into the zone where I might buy a few of them, but I'm not going to club it. So the first one of those is going to be the lovely Plum and White Woods. Now, why do I not think this is a club-worthy bar for myself? For many people, this is. My problem with this one is storage. It turns weird colors, and it doesn't tend to keep its scent as long as you would want it to. But oh, is this beautiful. So Plum and White Woods is sweet raspberry preserves, and damson plum weave through vanilla orchid. And yes, it's all of that. This is a very good bedroom scent. This is a very sophisticated, elegant scent. And as long as you're looking for a smaller space, I'll probably pick up 2 or 3 more besides this one. And who knows, when I melt it, I may really fall in love, because I have not had good fresh bars of this ever. I've always just seemed to get the old ones. So the next one that's in my kind of middle of the road is a new one. I think this is the first time we've ever had this in a Bring Back My Bar, and that is Ghostly Greetings. Now, this is a bar I like. It's just, you only need a little bit of it, and it's not a love. but it's not at all offensive to me. I like funky, I like dark, I like these sort of spooky smells. So this was definitely supposed to be a Halloween Target scent. It was a September scent of the month in 2020, I believe. Spooky black plum, spiced berry, and a dash of bourbon are brewed in a cauldron and ready to beckon you in. This has some weird notes like Divana herb and other stuff in it too, I think. I think that those notes are in there from the old scent pyramid from back in the day. It's a very complicated and odd smell, and it is most definitely for fall and for a dark and stormy night. You need one of these. Now the next one is a total crowd pleaser classic for fall. My sister-in-law, I think she's going to put this thing in her club immediately. She's only ever gotten a few here and there, and it's one that she says, oh, I wish that I had more. And it is fantastic, and I'm mad at myself that I don't love this more, and that is the gorgeous Painted Leaves. This is a beautiful bar. I've melted this many times. I have several downstairs that are getting really juicy and old. I think my problem with this is that it's very similar to Bath & Body Works Sweater Weather, but Sweater Weather has a sweetness. This does not. This is sharp, it's fresh, it totally smells like you opened the door and it's the middle of October and the temperature is dropping and there is that brilliant fall blue sky that you don't get any other time of the year. It is a perfect scene setting scent and it's lovely, but I put it in the warmers and kind of go, oh, that's a lot, and turn a couple of them off. And I love my spice scents. You know, that's one thing I should whine about that I haven't yet. There really isn't any true spice scent in this particular Bring Back My Bar run. There are a couple of things we're getting to that I love that were consolation prizes, but there's no spice in here. Anyway, let's go back to what's actually in this. So, white out? No, that's not what I want. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Painted Leaves. Wander through blue spruce, red maple, and golden woods. Yes. And it is all of that. And it's beautiful, it's fresh, it's clean, it's powerful, and it is an amazing fall smell if you don't like the spicy fall smells. If you don't like too much evergreen for winter, this might be your bar because it is a fantastic scent. I just wish it was a tiny bit sweeter. All right, the next ones, these three, I love all of them. They are soft. So these are not going to be large room filling performers. This is for small to medium spaces, but I love them all. The first one that I have here is Cashmere Pear. Now Cashmere Pear, I had been hoarding and hoarding and hoarding the last 2 cubes of this for over 2 years. And when I finally found that this was coming back, I had melted them back whenever we got that release list a few months ago. Oh, I've missed this smell. This is a great bedroom scent. I guess if I had to pick a sophisticated, elegant bedroom lady boudoir scent, this is me. Because this has the cashmere. Let's see what Scentsy says. It's got this red ginger. So there's some spice in here. Like I said, as a consolation prize. Where did that go? Cashmere Pear. Slip into sensual white amber. Madagascar vanilla, silky pear, and warm red ginger. A blend as smooth and luxurious as fine spun cashmere. Now, I love cashmere, but that's a very hard fabric to upkeep, so I really don't own, I think I have one sweater and I never dare wear it. But I like the idea of a cashmere sweater, and this is sophisticated and beautiful, and it may not go in my club, but I will be getting multiples and putting this away. It stores a good long time. The red ginger warms it up. The cashmere and the pear are smooth and mellow. It doesn't read juicy canned pear or fresh picked fall pear. It reads pear in that mellowness, the juicy and warm, sweet quality of a pear is almost like a pear nectar. That is a beautiful bar. The next one is its alter ego for summer. Like that would be a fall winter one. This is White Sands. This is the sophisticated, old-fashioned summer resort hotel scent for me. I think this should be the official scent of Mackinac Island. It isn't, but it would be perfect for that. Oh, I love White Sands. Okay, let's see what Scentsy says about this. I'm going to beg you to try several, but this bar, White Sands, if you haven't tried it, you have got to try White Sands. Please do it for me. Do it for Patricia Gates, who I know is just as much of a fan, if not more, of this than I am. Please try White Sands. All right, what do we have for a description here? Night blooming jasmine, softened by coconut milk and rice, enveloped in gentle breezes. It is better than the sum of its parts. I know that the rice sounds a little strange. This bar is absolutely breathtaking. This one really needs to go back in my club. It's beautiful. I took it out because I knew it was coming back. Nothing like it anywhere else either. It is unique. Okay, the next one in the very good but very soft, not the greatest throwing type performers is going to be the incredibly cheerful, and I think it is a first time voted back this time, Churro Churro. Now this bar, again, because I got these late, I've pretty much been watching everybody else's videos and seeing what they are thinking, especially since for a lot of us, these are revisits and multiple revisits for many. But this bar, I have always said Churro Churro has unique vanilla, and I am very happy to report that another one of the consultants said the same thing. Yes, because I've wondered if I'm just crazy picking up the strong vanilla in here. It's the best bakery vanilla with that extra fried, just greasy, slightly cinnamony pastry thing going on. It's so good. But again, you gotta baby it. But man, this is a great bar. It's good mixed, supposedly with apple butter frosting. I only did that once, and because I had a limited stash of this at that time, I didn't really go all in trying it, and it was okay to me. But people like that. I think you can also mix this with St. Nickerdoodle and some other things. I think it's good mixed with apple cherry strudel, I've heard. So if you get it and you're not wowed, maybe use it as a mixer, but I just love it all by itself. I'll put that in my bedroom, even though it's not really a bedroom scent, just so I can enjoy the vanilla in it so much. All right, now we are getting into stronger performers that I would highly recommend, this next group here. Okay, if you follow me and you watch my channel, you know I'm not really a lover of peppermint. There is only one scent Scentsy's ever made that is a peppermint scent primarily that I fell in love with, and it's back in this particular Bring Back My Bar. And that is the beautiful and somewhat gentle version of peppermint, which is Whiteout. This is a bar I love. I remember that this was on the roster the first couple seasons of Christmas that I used Scentsy at all back as an early consumer. Whiteout is an exhilarating blast of cool peppermint and sweet golden apple over frosty winter pine. That golden, I think it's a golden delicious, that golden delicious apple does something to the bite of peppermint where I love this bar. It only gets to a medium, it's not going to knock you over, which for me as someone who perfect peppermint or super strong peppermint scents I get nervous about, it isn't because I get a headache, I just don't love them. This is perfect, and I can't say that 100%. When I did candles, Bath & Body Works Peppermint Twist, oh my gosh, or Twisted Peppermint, it was Twisted Peppermint. I couldn't do that. I would have to put it out and get it out of the house. It would give me a headache. But Whiteout is the perfect peppermint scent for someone like me. Oh, it's so good. And there's this little tiny bit of frosty winter pine in the background. Yeah, I'm going to rank my top 6 when I'm done explaining all this. This will be in that 6-pack. I love this bar. It is so good. And if you love perfect peppermint, this one might be a little bit of a womp for you. But if you want a Christmassy peppermint scent in your roster, that would be great mixed with something like iced pine, or I don't know if it would mix that well with very snowy spruce, but if we get iced pine back in the fall, which I hope, I worry about it, that would be very good with that. If you wanted to draw out the little bit of peppermint that's in iced pine, really, really good. Whiteout will be going in my club ASAP. The next one, I'm so happy this is back. I have been waiting to stock up on this again, and that is Happy Birthday. This is a wonderful, quintessential Scentsy Bakery scent. And it smells like a funfetti cake or a marble cake. It really depends on your nose which of those you pick up. It's kind of a 50-50 split, or maybe 60 confetti cake and 40% they get marble cake out of the consultants that I hear discuss this bar. It's so good, you guys. You get the whipped cream. I get funfetti cake. My brother is 8 years younger than me, and he loved funfetti cake, and we would make the cupcakes, and then you'd put that nasty frosting on it. It would be wonderful with ice cream. This is that in a bar, and it's a good performer. Oh, I'm so excited about this. My younger daughter thinks she doesn't remember this and doesn't want it in the club. I think it's going to have to go back in the club. So Happy Birthday is definitely a home run. And truly, when I was thinking about this bar, if you want a representative Scentsy bakery scent that I think really kind of captures a snapshot of its development as a company. This is that bar. It's just so quintessential. It's so good. All right. Next one, I've been listening, as I said, to other consultants, and I was surprised that somebody said this is a softer performer for me. Oh, and I'm getting all excited about this, and I don't think I kind of read Whiteout. Cool peppermint, sweet golden apple, and frosty winter pine. But I always do this when I do the Bring Back My Bars. I get too excited and I forget to read you the official description. So, happy birthday, Scentsy says, bring back childhood memories of licking sweet, rich frosting off the beaters. Happy birthday, beaters that have been stopped, by the way, because you know a good mom lets you lick the beaters, but a great mom turns off the mixer to do it. Anyway, happy birthday is a candy-licious confection of sparkling sugar, fluffy whipped cream, and warm vanilla extract, and for many people, they swear there is a chocolate mix-in of some chocolate cake. It's kind of there, or for a lot of us, we smell more of those fakey, weird colored sprinkles that are in the funfetti cake. Okay, on to the next one. This is a scent that for me is a boomer, and it does amazingly well and is long and strong and just fantastic in my house, and that is the beautiful Harbor's Edge. And this is another first-time vote in, and I was so happy because this is a scent, I had it in my club for a long time. Then I decided I'm not using enough of it to keep it in my club. I still have several clams, and I'll get a couple more as insurance policy. But Harbor's Edge is fantastic. I love it. And I would be so incredibly sad if you guys passed up getting this, if you like anything aquatic, or if you like a mixture of aquatic and fruity. Because there's raspberry in here, and fern, and salty sea musk, and clean ocean air. It's amazing. And it is a great performer, and I have been in love with this since day one, and I hope that you try it if you like any of those things. So the official description is going to be beach grass, flowering raspberry, and northern oak fern sway amid crashing waves, churning a surge of salty musk. So yes, there's a lot going on, and for people that are offended by a bar that's jam-packed with a bunch of different scent notes, I could see that you wouldn't like this, but I don't feel as though those scent notes conflict. To me, they just build up a really neat picture. Like you're out by the lighthouse and they have a raspberry bramble and they've got ferns, and it's a really like heavy, salty, atmospheric day where it's like wet and really, really humid. I don't know. I love this bar. And for me, it's a boomer. All right, so we are down to my favorite three, and I was so excited about these that these had come back. So we have Vanilla Suede, which is one of my mom's favorites. Now I have not smelled this really in a long, long time. I had one cube I tossed in a warmer about a month and a half ago in my daughter's room, and it was amazing, but that really wasn't enough to give me the whole experience. Oh yeah. Oh, this is so good. See, I miss Saddle Up, and I liked sheer leather, but I far prefer White Amber Antique, which we currently have. This bar, to me, sits somewhere between Saddle Up and Vitamin R. It's so good. It's wonderfully masculine, but in a restrained way, and this just makes anybody's house smell naturally welcoming and wonderful. It's a very good performer, and it's a very good bar. So let's see what we got down here. And so I was really happy that this got voted back, even though it has been back reasonably recently. Not as much as a few of these others. Oh, this is so good. Okay, classic comforting vanilla combined with rich amber and hints of sandalwood and spice, a cozy and subtly masculine fragrance. Absolutely. Now, I would actually wear this as a perfume. I love it. Oh, it's so good. I will want to melt this right away. And since we lost Satin Sheets out of the catalog, which had much more sweet vanilla, this is more masculine than that, and people lost out on Vitamin R, this is deeper. But it's got that same sort of subtle, tailored sophistication that makes your home smell amazing, and I am definitely either going to get a stack or put this in my club. It's so good. All right, so we're down to the last couple. This bar, you know what's funny is the last time it was available, I thought, all right, I'm kind of over him. I don't really need any. And I totally regretted that as the months wore on, and I kept thinking, oh, I'm really, really missing that masculine bar, and that is the gorgeous Hemingway. This bar is so good. It's apples and sort of a cologne spice mix, and it is fantastic. Let's find me some Hemingway here. Hemingway, rich, ripe apples and warm, woody accents of sandalwood and cedar with hints of spice. Yes, 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 yes. If you like cedar cider, this is more masculine, a little more tailored, but very much along those lines. It's also kind of like a much more robust version of something like the Orchard Apple and Spice that we've had the last couple years, depending on LTO or in catalog. It's more robust, and it's sort of like falling apples, but I like this much better, and this lasts. This is a good performing bar. This one is going in, I think, my bi-monthly club, and I'm really, really excited. Okay, so I have the two that I haven't smelled either ever or in a long time, but the bar where I would have traded all the rest of the bars to get this thing back in my club, because this was a no-no. Don't ever take this out of your club ever again, Elizabeth. And thank you to everyone who helped me vote this back. I hope that you love it. You always get nervous when you have seen that people have been so kind to support you by voting for something that you love, because they may end up hating it. The beautiful, the glorious Rustic Lodge. This is my favorite bar in this whole group, and I've missed it so much. This is a dear old friend. Oh yeah, and my husband loves this, and he's picky about his fall scents. Oh, this is so good. All right, now this is similar to Autumn Lodge by Yankee back in the day also. I think it was just kind of the era when this was produced. Oh man, this is so good. Rustic Lodge, if I can alphabetize, I know it's going to be down toward the bottom. I just got all excited. Okay, Scentsy says, warm fragrance of cedar, oak, and musk with traces of wood smoke and fallen leaves. Absolutely, it's all of that. And where Painted Leaves is so crisp and cold, this is warm and smoky, and it's so nice. I will be doing this with Toasted Acorn and Oak. I will be doing this with Around the Campfire. This would actually be very good in alternate warmers with Vanilla Suede. Oh man, this is going to be a great fall, these bars. Oh yeah, it'd be good with that. It would also possibly be quite good with Hemingway, really. So this, I thank you, all of you, is going into my quarterly, because I won't do more than 3 bars a year. It's a pretty hefty bar. But thank you so much that I am able to put this back in my collection, and I will never take it out again. So we're down to the last 2. I have not smelled Love and Kisses Minnie in forever. And I've never smelled, we'll save this for last, Fuzzy Blanket, which I know is Dan Orchard's all-time favorite scent, if I remember correctly. But let's start with Love and Kisses Minnie. This was the original of the Minnie and Mickey pair type scents that we had at one time. Love and Kisses Minnie. The sweetest girl is the one that you will never forget. This fragrance, bursting with bright red berries, fresh apricot, and creamy vanilla, captures her everlasting charm. That's a lot to say about Minnie Mouse. Oh, this is pretty. Ooh! Now, to me, this is far superior in scent appeal to Sweet Pea and Vanilla, but there are similarities. Oh, this is really nice. Okay, so we've got red berries, fresh apricot, and creamy vanilla. This is girly, this is fluffy, this is sweet, this is so happy. Oh, very good bar. Very, very good bar. I am really going to enjoy that. That was a really pleasant surprise. And last but not least, never smelled this. I hope that you guys enjoy my first reaction of Fuzzy Blanket. Now, I love lavender. Let's see what Scentsy says about this. Snuggle up to the soft scent of lavender, sandalwood, and honeysuckle. I've heard it's a softer bar. That's perfectly fine. I don't need my lavender to totally knock me over. Let's see what we got. Ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah. I like this. This is beautiful. Okay, now, to be fair, the softness of this, it's a little more laundry, but it kind of reminds me of our Whipped Vanilla Lavender right now. This is good, though. So this is like my beloved Jammy Time, which is so strong. Like, you can taste it. Take Jammy Time way down and add just a little bit of that sweet, mellow, warm lavender that you get from Whipped Vanilla Lavender. Oh, that's nice. So this is definitely one where I'm going to be wanting to get a stack. It might even go in the club. So good. So anyway, if I was going to do a top 6, so that it would be like the 6-pack that I would recommend, now that I've smelled these, it's kind of mixing it up a little bit. Oh, that's so good. Okay, I know for sure that I have to have White Sands, Vanilla Suede, Hemingway, and Rustic Lodge. Like, those are no-brainers. And then what would I do next? Oh, wow. Whiteout, definitely. I have to have whiteout. And then, oh man, if I was going to have to just club them, I know I love Happy Birthday, but I know this fuzzy blanket's going to be great. Okay, I'm going to do 7. I'm sorry. My top 7, because I just can't decide, would definitely be White Sands, Vanilla Suede, Hemingway, Rustic Lodge, Whiteout, Happy Birthday, and the new fuzzy blanket. I'm just going to add that as a just in case because I think it's going to be good. And I also really, really do love Cashmere Pear, Churro Churro, Harbor's Edge, and the Plum and White Woods. I think those would be the ones that I would encourage you from personal taste to get, but they're all good for someone. That's why Bring Back My Bar is so amazing, because somebody passionately loves these because they got them voted back with a lot of them yet again. So I hope that you enjoy a lot of these familiar favorites. Let me know what's brand new to you or what you have been excited even just to add back into your collection because you are out of it. So have a great day, guys, and enjoy June the 1st, our 2023 June Bring Back My Bar crop, which will be available for the entire month. Sometimes if they don't sell out, Scentsy will extend it, but don't count on that. It's from the 1st of June till the last day of June, from midnight to midnight, and after that, Cinderella's coach will go poof, and it'll be back to a pumpkin, and you'll be without your Bring Back My Bars. Have a great day. Bye-bye.